Hey everyone, here in Albuquerque, right?
Yeah.
And we're at our Fuddruckers at Yale and Gibson area, right? With
Yes.
Linda. And
Hi.
it's we're just visiting today about how long have you worked here at Fuddruckers?
I've been with the company for 20 years.
20 years.
Laid off for 7 months, but came back.
Yes.
Been working for exactly 20 years.
So for 20 years she's been with Fuddruckers. And before that, did you do any other restaurant?
I did one restaurant, which was Taco Cabana.
Uh-huh.
I was a cashier there for 3 years.
Yes.
And then got laid off there when I got pregnant for my older daughter. And when I tried to go back to work, they didn't want to take me back, so that's what brought me to Fuddruckers.
Right.
I've been with them since.
So you were raised here in Albuquerque?
I was raised here in Albuquerque. I was a year and a half when they brought me from Mexico.
Yes. And now you've been here, and how many girls you got?
I got 4 girls
4 girls.
and a grandkid on the way.
Oh, me too.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
And so now you're the general manager of Fuddruckers here.
Yes.
And so you're running a multi-million-dollar business, and employees and members. And so the process of 20 years, how did you start here?
Start as 98 when I started out just as a simple cashier. Went 3 years in baking. After baking, I became a shift manager, became an assistant manager, and then became a GM. Ran the store for 3 years. Took some time off with my girls and came back and started again as a regular employee because I wanted to start as the bottom again. I didn't want to begin being a manager. I said I want to start from the bottom and just remember what I did in '98. So I started as a kitchen cook and then worked myself up when became a shift, salary, and now a GM again.
And have you always wanted to be the leader, or did it just kind of evolve into that?
It kind of evolved into it, but at the same time, I wanted to. It's hard to explain, but yeah, I mean, I knew that the years I've been here, there's a lot of things we could help other employees learn, you know,
Right.
the experience we get.
Right. So with that, you start learning, you see better ways, and you think you can make it better for people,
Yeah.
and that makes you want to lead them. And
Yeah.
yeah, so what's been the hardest part from starting at the bottom and working to the top, and overnight success in 20 years, right? Yeah.
Yeah. What's been the hardest part? I don't know. Honestly, I think everything is hard. I mean, nothing is easy in life. Working yourself up step by step, and then, I mean, everything's hard. Nothing is easy. You just gotta work yourself and just do the job.
Right.
It's surprising how when people come and ask you, employees will ask you, how long you been here? Oh, 20 years. Wow. How did you start? As a cashier's off. Really? So, I mean, you've been that long? Oh, yeah. I left, came back. I think it's just a lot that I like to work for the company. And if I'm going to go work in a restaurant, I might as well work where you already got trained at the beginning. I like my team. They work really hard with me. They help me out. They're really good employees.
What's your favorite part about this business?
Learning. Every day we learn something new. Every day we could stand back and see what we are doing in mistakes and going back and fixing it. And the meeting we had in January brought me back to where I have a little kid, which we weren't sure if he was a dining room kid, but when we move into the kitchen, that's his spot. He acts totally different out here than what he does out there on the kitchen.
Yes.
But every day is something learning. I mean, no matter how many years I've been with the company, we always learn something new.
Awesome. So being a mom and a leader of the business, how do you manage that? When people talk about work-life balance and this and that, how do you keep that in perspective?
Just try your best to spend the little time that I can with them. Right now it's been a little harder, but I know we're getting the new manager training. Hopefully that will spend more time
Right.
with my kids. And the time I have, I try to, take them out. They understand. My older daughter's been taking care of my kids
Yes.
since she was 12, 13.
Yes.
So she kind of practically raised them with me. But we always have to find a time for them.
Yes.
And they understand. I'm glad that they're older. They know. They're really understandable. And everything I do, I tell them it's for them.
Yes.
Everything I do is for them.
And you set a great example. I'm super proud of you and the mom, and you're a great example to so many people out there. Thank you for all you do. Now, so I like the final question is, quote, a fun thing that you lead your life with, you teach your family and your team members. What comes to mind at that?
To my mind is always depend on yourself, not on nobody else. I mean, they learn that depending on themselves and not depending on anybody else, they get farther.
Yes.
They've always known that I don't depend on nobody but myself to raise them. So now they're learning that I don't depend on nobody. I gotta depend on myself and learn.
Right.
And just worry about yourself. It's like employees, we have something going on. I mean, just worry about what's going on
In your world, right?
in your world. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think what comes to mind, if it's up to be, it's up to me.
Yeah.
Or it's to be, it's up to me.
Yeah, it would be up to me. It's
Yeah.
like how far I wanna get it depends on me.
Yeah.
How far, like that kid that said he started as a dishwasher and he worked himself up, it's because he wanted to move up.
Right.
Depends how fast you want to move up. That's what I tell my girls. So like, you want to move up, you want to be something in life, be successful in life.
Awesome.
I mean,
Well, super proud. I'm so thankful you're here with us, and look forward to many more years. Right?
yep,
Yeah.
Yep.
We're building a burger world, huh?
building a burger.
Amen. Well, if you ever get to Albuquerque, come to Gibson Yale. You'll probably find Linda here because she's taking care of her business and taking care of lots of people, and so thankful for you.
Thank you.
Amen.
Thankful to be here with you guys.
All right. Well, God bless everyone.